in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite and Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every game day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle dripping heat, tigers strike the city streets. East side stand up, west side stand up. If you reppin' who day, time to put your hands up. Bingo stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati jungle fitted. Who day in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle dripping. Nasty, natty, yeah, we lit it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feasting now. Fit the pounds, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes be tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Stripes, Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Stripes. Now who wanna move crossing on? Stripes. Now who wanna move on? If you got stripes, then you let the city know you rock 'em. Yeah, we got 'em. Yeah, we fought 'em. Like that black and orange on bottle. Bingo bottle. Never stop it. To the beast and know 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes? Flossin' on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen. We gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite and
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the back-to-back AFC North champion Cincinnati Bengals. Now, do me a favor. If you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. You guys are awesome. I'm up to 2,388 subscribers. As always, I appreciate every single one of you guys. So if you're watching on Facebook or Twitter X and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, why not? Please do so. Please go to the YouTube channel Sports with Strawberry Ice. Hit the subscription button at the bell for notification every time I go live. You'll be notified also exclusively in the YouTube chat crew. We're doing super chats. So if you got a super chat that you want to give the biggest Who Dey talker on Twitter, my man, Who Dey Zim, give me a super chat. Or if you just want to support the show, give me a super chat. I greatly appreciate it. And as always, I'm coming to you live from the glorious place down there. It's the Ice Cave. The Ice Cave is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And you know it. It might be the shoes. I think the J's had something to do with it. It might be the calf. Either way, I got to buy some of those J's. But before you do that, go buy some stuff at jackpotjoey9.com. We got this cool hat I just got today. We got the hoodies. We got the flags. We got the shirts. We got all kinds of stuff. Portions of proceeds go to the Joe Burrow Hunger Relief Fund of the Joe Burrow Foundation. We also got the beer. It's at Brink Brewery and at most Kroger locations and lots of convenience stores. So make sure you guys go check it out. And if you're at a store that they don't have it, say, hey, we need some Jackpot Joey beer here. All right, guys? Again, portion of proceeds go to the Joe Burrow Foundation. What's up to everybody in the chat? Of course, Strangers First. Ross is in there. Smash Adams is in there. Ken is in there. What is going on? Let's get to the man right now. One of my favorite dudes to talk about or talk to. Talk to. That'd be bad. Yeah, I introduce him. I talk about it. No, I talk to him. My buddy, Zim Who Dey. What's up, brother?
That picture is funny as hell.
Oh, you like that one there? Let's play it again. Hold on, I'll show
That's funny. I don't know if you like. We didn't do like a test. I don't know if this is like my AirPod mic or my mic. I don't know.
You sound good, brother. You sound good.
Okay.
I can hear you
Cool.
loud and clear. Yeah, that was the picture I got for you're at USA. There's not a whole lot of pictures of you around, especially with the new haircut. You know, I got to get one with a new haircut. You know,
I'm not a big picture guy. Like
me.
I'm one of them people. Man, you know, like sometimes people take a picture and they be like, "Let me see it." I'm just the guy to take a picture and I'm like, "All right, see you later." Like I don't even care because I know I'm not gonna like it. Like you know what I mean? I don't really like my pictures. So,
all right, man. So, Jackpot Joey Uno went off last week. 3 TDs for Jamar Chase, a record reception, 15 yards. Are they going to do it again in Seattle? Because Seattle's got a pretty good defense. What do you think?
I think they got a pretty good defense, but I mean, this is something I've been thinking about. I thought one of the biggest things out of the week is the game this past Sunday is that I thought for the first time they played complementary football. And if the defense can stop Walker, if they can stop Kenneth Walker, then I think it'll go a long way and give the offense several chances to do so. But if the opportunities, you got to think some of them games, the offense only had like 7 opportunities. In the Ravens game, they had like 7 total possessions because the defense couldn't get off the field. As long as they give them opportunities, bro, I feel like the Bengals can absolutely cook.
Now, one thing I want to put out there, this is something I was kind of hearing a narrative here around in the sports radio and just different stuff here in Cincinnati. People aren't giving Joe Mixon props. People are like, oh, yeah, Joe Mixon did okay. I'm like, dude, he had 81 yards. I'm like, he was running. They were moving the ball. I mean, when Jamar Chase has 15 catches, you got Trenton Irwin's got 8 catches. I mean, there's only so many footballs to go around, but Mixon was running, dude. I don't know what everybody keeps talking about. We're Mixon, we still got to get it going. I'm like, 81 yards is pretty damn good. We got a guy who's got a career game in catches.
I thought this is the biggest thing. I will say this. I'm gonna kind of give you pushback on the Mixon game that just happened, right?
All right, we got.
But for the first 4 weeks, I thought Mixon was the best player on the team.
I think he's been running good all year, to be honest.
Like in the Ravens game, he was running for 7 yards to carry, and then they just stopped running, and I couldn't figure it out. The Browns game, everybody sucked. The Rams game, I thought he looked like all of these games. He's been the best player on the field, offense or defense, up until Trey Hendrickson is now taken off. Now, to give you a little bit of pushback on the game that he just had, I thought if you get 25 carries, you should have a big run. You should throw in like 1. And to me, that would be the difference of us walking out of that game and saying Mixon had 110, 120 yards. But because he didn't and he never broke one, but he had very important runs where 7-yard runs, first down pickups. Everything that he did set up everything for the pass game in that game. If there are no runs in that game, you don't get the bomb to Jamar Chase. Like nobody bites on the run. I was there witnessing cornerbacks and linebackers get sucked up into the defense, and it's all on the strength of they're respecting the run. That in itself and his ball security, which is the best in the National Football League since he's come into the league. He doesn't fumble. Right. And those things right there are super valuable. Joe Burrow also came to the podium today and talked about how Mixon's pass pro has gotten a lot better. A lot of people are pretty sour on Travion Williams. I looked it up yesterday. Travion Williams in pass pro is one of the best running backs currently right now in the National Football League. Sour on
him because of what happened at the end of the game when Burrow went after him because he missed where he's supposed to get the handoff. That's what everybody's going off. Travion pass pro has played great. I mean, that's one thing that we knew he could do. So I always knew he was a good pass blocker. I like to see him run more because we need.
I think he's P. Ryan all over again, bro. Yeah. I think he really is, and I think a lot of people. You got to think about 2021. P. Ryan was a solid running back, came in for pass pro, and then he gradually became what he was supposed to be in 2022, where he had the one big game against the Chiefs, or he has these big plays that you remember in in big spots, where he goes and takes like the play in the Steelers game and takes a 5-6 yard pass and he takes it to the house, or the AFC Championship game 2021, he makes a big play. I'm gonna tell you right now, Travion Williams in open space is a better runner than P. Ryan is. Now, between the tackles, we're gonna find out about her. But like I said, right now, Travion Williams in pass pro, people aren't talking about that enough. That is very, very important for this upcoming for this current season right now. But I thought Mixon's game, like overall, was he was solid, bro. Like it just wasn't. He didn't have the big run, and I didn't think that he looked slow. He just didn't have the big run, and you need that if you get 25 carries.
Dude, this is what I've been. And I don't know if you noticed it, but Corey Dillon's blessing me and coming on my show every Monday, and we get to talk about the game. And I was asking him about how Mixon is. I think he's hitting the holes with more veracity than he did in the past. Because he'd always kind of pitter pat, and then he could always break. Now it looks like he just hit it and going more this year than I've noticed.
Agreed. And this is the thing. That Rams in the Ravens game, bro. If people go back and watch it, he had a burst when he was running through some of those holes in the Rams game too. I thought in the Titans game he had some good stuff too. He was running. Matter of fact, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, that was supposed to be Derrick Henry versus Mixon.
Right.
They took the ball out of his hands, and remember that game was close after the first quarter.
Right.
They had a chance to still run. They didn't run.
Mm-hmm.
If you really go back and look at it, I know his yards per carry probably around 5, but a lot of those he had 6-7 yards per carry in some of those games, and then later in the games they just ran a couple plays at the like garbage time Titans game, and it brought his average down. So people were like, yeah, he's not running like as amazing as I thought. I thought that this past week was his first game where I just thought there was more to be desired. All the other ones, had they ran 20-25 times, I don't think the Bengals would be 2-3. I think at the very least they're 3-2.
Now, one thing I am a bit concerned about is the RB2 as far as getting guys who can get yardage. We haven't had like P-Ron could come in and we'd have to worry about it. I mean, Chris Evans can't get on the field for save his life. I've almost given up on that. I mean, Chase Brown had one, I think, reception or one. Yeah, I think it was one run. Travion had a couple, nothing big. And I know back in the day, and again, we're talking running backs. I'm not keep trying to say Corey Dillon's on my show, but I keep asking these things. And I say, do you need one run back or two running backs? And he's always like, well, you need, one good one. He goes, but the way analytics are now, they go with two. He goes, but I said, all right, well, how about this? I said, just say Mixon gets hurt, because if you keep running them, and he is older, I mean, it is what it is. He could get hurt. That's going to be the scary part for me, is who's going to step up if Mixon's not there right now.
The type of person I am, I don't really worry about stuff that hasn't happened yet, right? So, but you do bring up, if that was the case, like sometimes people always say that type of stuff. I drive people crazy, like my wife crazy. She'll be like, "Why are you doing this?"
You drive people crazy? Get out of here, Sim.
I do.
Never.
I do. Like on my every day is because I'm one of them people that until something bad happens, you can't convince me that it's going to happen. Mm-hmm. As long as you take the proper, whatever. If we lived our lives like that, nobody would get in a car,
right?
Because you probably just drove past an accident yesterday. Like, why are we driving a car, right?
Right.
So I don't believe in Mixon getting hurt, but I do think that your point is very, very valid, though. And I think that part of the 25 carries, if he doesn't break open a big run, that's where I'm like, yeah, you need to give some of those carries away, and I think it'll keep Mixon fresher. But Mixon is one of the most durable running backs
absolutely
since 2017, and he's not like I haven't heard him on other shows where they aren't complimentary of him. They treat him like he's some 40-year-old running back, bro.
He's not that old.
He just turned 27. Right. He just turned 27 a month ago.
He is getting there, but he's not there yet. That's what I try to preface this when I have these conversations with people.
I think after this season, he's going to be second behind Corey Dillon. I think all he needed was like 1,100 yards in rushing. He's going to be the second leading rusher in Bengals history.
Right.
So for people to fall off of him and be like, I don't want him. I like the Bengals history of running backs, but I don't think it's one of the greatest, lineage of running backs ever. He's one of the best running backs the Bengals have ever had.
Oh, yeah.
They drafted him at that spot, and I think he's lived up to every single thing that you will want from a second-round pick.
Let's do it this way. I mean, if you're doing the Mount Rushmore running backs, number one's Corey Dillon right now, Mixon, and then I think Brooks. I think those are your three.
Rudy,
your fourth. See, Rudy didn't do it that long ago,
Yeah, it was just
it was only like 2 years, really.
Yeah,
that's why I can't put Rudy up there. I would put Johnson up there as your fourth one, though.
See, I'm younger, so I'm gonna go with Rudy.
Okay, you call me old Zim, huh?
No, I'm not. My memories of Rudy, like in those 2 seasons, like that one season. I mean, didn't he have the most yards in Bengals history in that one season?
He got me, dude. He might have.
I think more than Corey Dillon. Like if you go back, I think it's like 1,400 or something like that. I don't know. Like
I'd have to go back and look.
Somebody in the chat could tell us.
But yeah, here you go. Ken's got his. Here you go. I got Dillon. He's got Dillon, Brooks, Rudy, Pete, and Essex. Forgot about him. So yeah, that's. Essex. I mean, okay. See, I think it's real. I have a hard time putting James Brooks. He was dynamic when he played, and that's where I'm like, he is definitely.
Everybody always says that, and it's so crazy to me because my memories just aren't.
Man, Mon, we got superstar in the chat, by the way. Mon's in. Just gonna say what's up.
Yeah, my guy Mon. Shout out to Mon with Cincinnati. Make sure y'all check out Cincinnati Pod. He does a pod called Bengals Polls, but my man Mon and Jake, they do a really outstanding show.
Yeah, Mon's gonna be on my show Friday, so I'm getting
Ooh.
all the Cincinnati on here. Well,
Okay.
not everybody, but
Okay.
I'll get used to it. See,
But there's so many things. I thought the Bengals, like them running the football, set up so much. I think the utilization of Irv Smith or somebody from the tight end position has to
dude,
reign.
I like Tanner Hudson. I kind of
I
said
love
it's
T.
not because-
Huddy.
I mean, I said this in the preseason. You can go back and watch my show. I don't know what show it was, but preseason, I was like, I really like him, and I'm not saying he's a bank on him. He's our number one for the rest of the year, but right now, he's our best, I think, all around tight end. Now, I still think we need to address it next year at the end of the offseason. But right now,
We say that every year. For me, I still go Irv because he hasn't done enough to fall out of favor. If he double taps that pass like in week 1, remember Joe Burrow had a hot route. I thought that was in the Ravens game. Yeah, Kyle Hamilton makes a tackle.
Yeah.
He makes a tackle. If Irv just breaks that tackle, he goes house. And I think our whole perspective on him is different. In the offseason, you went and signed him for substantial, it's not big dime money, but he has to do something bad for me to be like, okay, let me move off of him. And get this out. I'm the biggest Tanner Hudson fan you'll probably meet, but he hasn't done enough for me to say, Irv, you're out of the way.
Yeah, let me press it. I wasn't saying get Irv out of the way. I'm just saying right now he's playing the best out of all of the ones we have. Irv Smith has the most potential, and I was excited to see what that potential could be because I still want to see him going wide, taking that whole shot is because that's a dimension that I don't think we've had at tight end.
I think the seam pass is something a lot of people say, man, I want Hayden Hurst back. I think Hayden Hurst, we're learning he gets those tough yards, tough third downs, yards at the catch. I hear you. But one thing that we haven't seen yet, and I know it's coming, is Irv Smith in the seam. That is one thing that he can stretch the seam a lot more than any of these guys. And I think Tanner Hudson has a little bit of that in him too. I think as a receiving tight end exclusively, I do lean Tanner Hudson. I do think that Irv has made some really good plays in the blocking game, like out in open space, that probably don't get highlighted as much. But I still kind of believe in Irv. I've interviewed Irv on my show. I think he's an amazing person. So maybe I'm super biased. I don't know.
Yeah, well, like I said, I understand. I'm kind of biased to Corey Dillon now, so so I understand it. When they come with your show, I'm like, I kind of like them.
Right.
Let's see here, Sean here. It says Irv making Tyler Boyd expendable. FYI, a huge Boyd fan. Irving. Trenton? No.
I mean, to a certain extent. I'm not there either. I think the writing was on the wall when they drafted Charlie Jones for Tyler
and
Boyd.
Yoshi. Those two.
And Yoshi, potentially a T replacement at some point, right?
Right.
But Irwin is smart. He's dependable. I even had a tweet about him the other day, and I just like, man, I really like his game. But I think Tyler Boyd is like on a bad team. I think he's the number 1 wide receiver.
Oh, absolutely.
And Irwin doesn't have that ability. Remember Irwin in the 2021 AFC Championship? Tyler Boyd goes out of the game. Irwin had he just beat a couple of one-on-ones, we'd have been straight, and he wasn't able to do it. So the Bengals go to the draft. I haven't forgotten that. I'm sorry. I like Irwin.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And TB just makes those tough over the middle catches over and over and over again that not everybody does. And I don't think he gets the credit enough for the safety valve and just how consistent he is. And people are, I guess, and that's where people fall back sometimes. Like, well, what's up with TB? I'm like, he's been so consistent. When he drops off a little bit, has a little bit of a not as good a game as he has other times. People are like, oh my, what's wrong with TB? It's like nothing. It's football. Sometimes you just don't have as good a game as you do.
I think the Tyler Boyd situation is a lot like Jesse Bates. It's a lot like AJ Green. When the writing's on the wall, it's kind of on the wall. If they could re-sign him, it would be amazing. I don't
see it. I love TB, I do, but I don't. I think this is it. I think TB knows it too, to be honest. And I can't blame him because the thing is, this might be TB's last year to go get that bag, go get a big enough contract because he is getting older. So it's his opportunity to go get that last one big swing at it. So that's where I'm like,
I hope he doesn't go to a bad team, man. I hope he doesn't.
I know.
I want him to go. I want him to be on the NFC side if I had my preference, but him like in a Shanahan 49ers system or something like that would just be so incredible to watch. I really want to see a team utilize him on the inside and the outside just for like my well-being to be like, bro, he is like, bro, he put up 2 multiple 1,000-yard campaigns, another 800-yard one in there. Like one of the guys in the comments said, Augie said, like, bro, he was like our number one a few years back. He has the potential to be so good. It's just, bro, we got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins on the team. I kept on saying in the first half, they should have been looking at Tyler Boyd's way. That Tyler Boyd touchdown at the end that they called back is amazing touchdown.
That's a Tyler Boyd touchdown. That's what he does. He makes guys miss and runs through them. That's a typical one. Now we'll get to Jolly here. They got the stats here. I think this is, she said, he or she says 04. Rudy had 1454, and Dylan in 2000 had 1435. So there you go. That's where the
Rudy.
Yeah,
Rudy, boy,
Rudy.
Rudy was nice though, bro.
I like Rudy. The thing I remember about Rudy, he had those 2 really good years, and he was a bowling ball, and then he's like, I think this would have something to do. He's like, I lost weight, I slimmed down and stuff. And he wasn't the same, man. He wasn't the same. That's what he. I'm
gonna tell you another one that nobody mentioned at all, and I'm very surprised. It used to be my Avi on Twitter for the longest, but Cedric Benson is just There's a lot of personal with me, but and I got ties to to him in a lot of different ways. But Cedric Benson if a Cedric Benson played on this team right now, no disrespect to Joe Mixon. Like that style of runner, like a faster P. Ryan, more slender, more like powerful. Like he's more powerful than P. Ryan.
Yep.
And he had to open.
He's a bad dude, man.
You put a guy like that on this team right now. Just think about that. Like, and I think Mixon is a dog, but Ced Benson. That I really feel like, to me, that's what I looked at when I saw in the draft, and it was Roschon Johnson who went to the Bears.
Yeah,
he had a lot of Cedric Benson in him to me, and I watch his stuff a little bit, and I watch him in fantasy football. He's still doing okay, but I just think if he had a real good opportunity, he could really shine.
Right, exactly. All right, now I gotta get you out of here in a couple of minutes, but real quick here, I guess we're gonna do like a preview. What is your keys to the game? I mean, with the Seahawks defense starting to ramp up, kind of like not said Legion of Boom, but a lot of people are saying they could see where the pieces are coming together. They got a pretty good secondary. I personally, I hope he plays, but I don't think T's going to play just because he sat last week. They got to bye the week after that, and they got the Sucky Niners after that. So I think they want him as healthy as I always call them the Sucky Niners. They beat us at 2 Super Bowls. I hate them. That's why I hate Joe Montana, and I don't like the nickname Joe Cool. Anyway,
I'm gonna tell you about that matchup, bro.
That one, yeah. That
Shiesty better be 100%. Because I'm gonna tell you,
I'm like, T should be too. That's why I don't think T's gonna play.
I'm gonna tell you, I watched some of that Niners game. I'm sorry, I gotta go. I watched some of that Niners game. Mufanga's gonna be all over the place. Like he's a safety that everybody needs to. Yeah, like he's like this version of Ed or Palomalu, right? But I'm gonna tell you one thing that is just like linebacker play for them. Fred Warner is here. And every other linebacker in the NFL is here. Everybody's here. I love Logan Wilson. I love Pratt. People tell us about I call him Roro, but Roquan. Roquan, nothing. Can't do nothing. Fred Warner, I watched him cover tight ends. I watched him chase down a quarterback. I watched him cover the flats. I watched him go knock a guy out. I watch him bro, he's like He's everything that Burfict was in the playoff game every week. He's incredible. If Shiesty is not 100%, he is going to be everywhere. And I just wanted to say that. But let's go back to Seattle real quick. Something to look forward to.
Yeah. We got 2 weeks to ramp that one up, dude. We're gonna be talking about that one a lot. So
I'm gonna tell you, 49ers fans. I think the Bengals are the deepest fans. Like we got the most on Twitter, like as far as like those Twitter spaces and stuff. 49ers are on there heavy. It's going to be a wild week, Ice.
I might have to jump on with you. I don't know.
That's going to be a wild
a couple times, and y'all are going in there going crazy. I'm like, I can't even get a word in edgewise. Like, sometimes I'll just go in there and just listen to you guys. You know,
you gotta run in there. You know, you gotta take that mic and then you just gotta own the floor a little bit. You know, I can't explain it. Once you start talking, people start to be quiet a little bit.
You know me. Once I start talking, I don't stop. So So all right. So the Seahawks here, defense. Geno Smith. What do you got? What we doing here?
So my key is this: I've yet to see the Bengals consistently stop the run. The Rams game does not count for me because in the Rams game, I just thought that they were stupid and they didn't want to run and they just kept on passing, and that's what Lou Dini wants you to do. Mm-hmm. If the Bengals and I thought that they were lucky, and I think the Bengals still would have won the game, but they were fortunate that James Conner actually went out of that game.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them consistently stop the run. And I'm gonna tell
that's been the scary thing to me all season. I hate that. And I love DJ Reader and everybody, but Tupou didn't even play last week. Tufele, he did. I thought he did all right the first quarter, and then
I like Tufele better.
I like him too, but it's still we haven't replaced Larry O. Man, that's to me that's one of the problems. Yeah,
BJ Hill is like a fraction of what Larry O was in that 2021 season.
Well, they work better because they both played, and they don't have that now.
That's
Zach
a
Carter
fact.
hasn't stepped up. Go ahead. Sorry,
I just think that the key is this: they have to stop Kenneth Walker. If people don't know, he runs really, really hard. He's a lot like Cedric Benson, like level talent. He is a really good running back, and I think he's probably the best running back that we've seen since we played Nick Chubb. I mean, like right now for me, like I get Derrick Henry is he's a Hall of Famer for me, but Kenneth Walker is faster. He's going to run really, really hard. He doesn't have miles. He doesn't have all this tread on it, like gone off the tires. The reason why the Bengals offense I thought looked way worse than what it really was is because the defense hasn't been able to get off the field. Yeah. In these games, they've only had 7, 8, 9 possessions or whatever at most. A typical Bengals team usually has like 9, 10 possessions, right? And that's how you're able to put 20-something to 30 points on the board. If they can if they can stop the run on first down, get these guys in like long seconds or whatever. To me, everybody's talking about Shifty's being back, and I get it. I feel like Shifty's good for a good 24 points or so. Mm-hmm. I'm here to tell you, if you do not stop the run against the Seahawks or whatever, it's going to be a long day. Their wide receivers are nice. Their wide receivers are top 3, top 5 core in football.
Let's be fair though. He had beast mode. He likes to run the freaking ball, like Mon said in the.
We're gonna see.
So it's going to be a test, man. That's what does worry me about this, because our defense, we're still missing tackles. I mean, we played better. Trey Anderson has been a freaking monster. But that's the biggest problem to me right now. Is two things. We got to stop the run, and Mike Scott. I said his name. I keep saying, damn it, I didn't. Nick Scott.
Nick Scott.
God, I keep freaking doing that. Nick Scott. I think he's good in coverage, but if he tries to blow somebody up, misses another tackle, I'm gonna jump through the screen and strangle him myself. I'm like, dude, like, come on, you got to wrap up.
He'd be going for nothing, but the kill shot.
Right, and I'm like, which is awesome if you had knock them out, but if you don't and they bounce off, it doesn't do any good. That's why Battle's, I think, playing more. So
he got benched, you know. So today, Lou Anarumo said that we're going to go back and forth with them. I think Awuzie being back is very key. Yeah. If you get Jalen Davis or Mike Hilton on a JSN or somebody like that, I'm telling you,
especially Jalen Davis outside.
And it's all predicated off of them running the ball. You need cornerbacks to help and run support. And if they and then the Bengals have to help and run support, now you're opening it up for Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, and JSN, and them boys are not playing around. Y'all thought the Browns game was bad or some of these other games are bad? If the defense does not stop the run in this game, it's going to be a crazy game for everybody. Like, we might have a shootout because I feel like Shiesty is back. But I'm just telling you right now, like, these boys can put up some points. They can put up some points.
Shiesty's back. Tell a friend. Oh, sorry. Anyway, Zim, I know you got to get the hell out of here. I appreciate you coming on, dude. Tell everybody about Cincinnati, what you guys got going on, and anything else you want to plug before I let you go, brother.
Right now, Cincinnati, we're going live every Tuesday and Thursday. Me and Ace, my guy Mon is in the comments. He does the Bengals Pulse. Make sure y'all check them out. It's Bengals Pulse 9 on Twitter if you want to get him a follow. Mon posted in the comments. Make sure y'all follow him. Make sure y'all follow the Cincinnati Pod. It's just Cincinnati Pod.
I found that
not the other, not that other Cincinnati
one.
Yeah, we were the first ones to say Cincinnati, but we're working on some stuff. But anyway, Cincinnati Pod. Make sure you also go to zimhude.com. I just dropped the Jamar, the Uno always open shirts. I feel like I got the best design out there. If y'all haven't seen it, go to zimhude.com or go to my Twitter and check it out.
Sounds good, brother. Hey, everybody's telling me you went early. Like, well, Zim had to go early. You got to get Zim Hude on. You got to do it when he has time to do it.
Man, I gotta take my son he's trying to become a black belt, so we got karate practice in 20 minutes. So I'm about to haul ass out of here and go get him right.
Make sure he concentrates. And I used to do karate when I was his age, but
yeah,
that was 100 pounds ago, and I was a lot shorter, and breaking wood and all that stuff.
He started right before COVID, and I swear this kid has never missed a day of practice. He's been over on his side practicing this whole time. So
is he got to do the what were they called, with the forms? He's got to do those, or he's got to
combination 1, combination 2, all that stuff like that. So he's doing all that stuff, trying to get to the next belt. I don't know what color belt he's going for, but he's about 3 belts away from a black belt though. So he's doing something really good.
Better than I did. I only got to green belt or something. I mean, it was back in the 80s. Karate Kid, the movie came out. I'm like, oh, I want to do that. So I was trying to be Daniel LaRussa, do the flying.
Right. I'm gonna have to show him that. He'll probably be like, "Oh, I like this." He likes it.
You got to show him the original one. Don't then show.
Oh yeah. I showed him. I showed him Big Time in Little China a month ago, and he thought it was crazy. Can you imagine the kid saying that for the first time?
You can show some old Bruce Lee movies and stuff. You get see how the English doesn't match up with the voices. It's kind of funny sometimes. All right, brother. I'll let you go. Hude.
Peace out. Hude, y'all.
All right, there you go. All right, guys. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Yeah, I was early. Sorry, guys. Half hour early. As I said, you got to follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Look at the show. I posted it. I said it was going to be early. So, sorry, guys. Zim had to go about a half hour earlier than I normally do. So, it is what it is. All right. So, like we said, Joe Mixon, we got to run the ball. The keys to the game for me, I'll say it along the same line with Zim. We got to run the ball more consistently. I'm saying this because I want longer drives. I want us to control the clock more because that's exactly what the Seahawks want to do. So I think we got to run the ball and stop the run. And I am very concerned about our run defense. It hasn't been up to snuff like it has been. Now, again, I think it's all fixable. I think a lot of it is missed tackles. I mean, I think the guys are there. They're just bouncing off of guys instead of tackling them like they normally do. So I'm going to say his name again, Corey Dillon. He says, it sounds simple, but you just got to play better and you can do it. And that's what they got to do. And it's what they did last week. They got to play better, practice more, concentrate more, and get the guys on the ground. But that is, to me, stopping the run for the Seahawks is huge. So get the run stop, run the ball, get the lead. I agree with you, Russ. Geno makes mistakes. Yeah, get ahead. Get ahead. Make them depend on Geno Smith. Because, I mean, yes, Geno Smith has had a good, year and a half here, and he's a good quarterback. But is he a guy that, can put the team on his shoulders and make plays? Maybe he can. I haven't really seen it consistently because I think they get out and they run the ball. And Geno, I'm not saying Geno's a game manager or anything by that stretch of imagination. It's just they make it easier for him. So when you run the ball consistently, it's easy for lots of quarterbacks. So that's where I'm at. And like I said, I don't think T. Higgins is going to play just because he did. If he played last week, then yeah, I think he would have played this week. He didn't play last week. We got to bye next week, and we got the sucky Niners after that. I think they want to win. Obviously, we need to win. That's the other thing of preference. We need to win Sunday. We've got to be 3-3 going into the bye. This is another, I don't want to say another must win, but it almost is. You got to win. They got to be 3-3 because they're coming out playing the sucky Niners, and they are Some people say the best team in football, which I mean, the way they're playing, you can't really argue with that. So I would rather be 3-3. And if you lose to the Sucky Niners, then all right, then you're 3-4. You know, it's not awful. You lose 2 in a row, that's bad. That's where I'm like, this is just the way it's wrapped up with the schedule and the way the bad starts. We got to win on Sunday. It's just another must win. I think the jungle is going to be rocking. Joe Burrow is going to be shiesty, jackpot, whatever you want to call him. Of course, it's the shoes, the J's. I got to get those, by the way. So anyway, that's where I think the keys are. Jamar Chase, I don't know if he's going to go off like he did last week because, well, one, I said this last week, the Arizona secondary isn't that good. We proved that to him. Seattle's secondary is a lot better than Arizona's. So that's another reason why the run game has got to be established. But the way Uno's playing, you know, he said he's always effing open. So you never know. I don't think he's, like I said, I don't think he's going to be 15 receptions, but I think Uno's going to have a good game. Hopefully Trent, what am I wrong with me? Trenton Irwin has another good year. Good game. I would like, I know somebody said in the comments to see Yoshi Vosh get the ball a little more. I agree with that. I would like to see Yoshi get a little more into the play. Now, one thing I want to ask you guys. Okay, when Yoshi Vosh caught his first catch, you can argue if he's bobbling it, whatever. Why was that not a first down? Because, I mean, now I didn't get a chance. Was the marker on the TV wrong? Or did the refs completely screw that up? Because I thought it was a first down. That's what I'm screaming at. It's a first down, and I mean, it didn't really matter. We ran the ball and got a first down anyway. Let's see. Let's check a couple comments here. Aubrey, Irwin's going to have a fantastic game. I believe him. I believe in Trenton. I said the Seahawks defense is a lot better than Arizona's. So, yes, Trenton has had games where he's played really well and other ones where he hasn't, like Zim said in Kansas City. I'm not saying he's not going to show up. I'm just saying it'd be nice if he could be more consistent in this. So let's see here. Tim, look forward to Mixon for over 100 yards. That I could see that. He got, like I said, he got 81 last week. If you run the ball more, and like Zim was saying, I would really love it. I'm kind of with him, waiting for Mixon to break one. He feel like he's getting there, you know. When you get to that second level and, you know, you get to the safeties or whatever, and if those guys seem like, you know, they're just tackling them by that much, I feel a big run is coming from Mixon, and we're probably going to need that because if he gets if Mixon gets 100 yards, you know, a TD or two, this game's over. That's my opinion. That's why I do think the key is stop the run and run the ball. I see a Brad. Yep. Like I said, yep. Mixon gets over 100 yards. Bengals win. I agree with you. Hey, yeah. Okay. Ref screwed that up. We talked about the Irwin. All right. That's what I thought. I'm like, I don't know. I guess because they didn't know if he bobbled it or whatever. That's why they didn't really throw it a red flag or whatever. But, you know, I agree with you, Paul. You got to feed them the ball. And hopefully they will. I mean, they fed them more. But, I mean, I understand why they didn't last week, because Joe and Jamar were cooking. They were on another wave level. They were doing so good. So I understand why they kind of went away from the run game. Like I said, I just don't know if they're going to be cooking. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if it's going to be that elite against the Seahawks. Hopefully I'm wrong. Like I said, I hope we go out there and Jamar gets 3 touchdowns and Mixon gets 100 yards and Joe passes for 300 yards and we completely destroy the Seahawks. That would be awesome. I'm just trying to give respect and to the Seahawks of how good their defense is. It's not the Legion of Boom, but it's starting to stack up that way where, you know, in a year or two, they could be that good. Anyway, who do I have on the show tomorrow? I know I got Mon on Friday. I already said that. Who do I got on tomorrow? Let's see here. Thursday is, oh, yeah. The guy I've been talking about a lot. Corey Dillon's going to be on the show Thursday. And we're going to do a Corey Dillon, my side of the story interview. Just all the stuff, you know, from flipping hamburgers, to throwing the shoulder pad to the stand, to the domestic violence stuff, to being traded, all the stuff that we've heard from everybody else's perspective. And I know he got quoted in Paul Dana's article, and like Corey and me were talking the other day, sometimes the way you say stuff and the way you write it comes out differently. You know, I can say the same thing and with a different inflection in my voice that it means different. So that's what Corey was going on there. And, you know, you guys asked pretty much any question you want. Corey's open book, you know, he'll answer it. So that's pretty much what it's going to be tomorrow. I just want to give Corey the platform to fully get his side of what it was. And it's not going to be him complaining or any of that stuff. It's just trying to air out everything for one last time, get it out there, and be done with it. So anyway, let's see here. Mod, yep, see you Friday, buddy. I can't wait. It's gonna be cool. Let's see here. Wow, SO1 Rainmaker, what's up? It's the RPO. Berta checks out based on what he sees in the quick pass game. Yeah, and the way the RPO works is when you run the ball. So, and that's what I'm glad you brought that up. I was going to say that to Zim, and that's another reason, you know, I don't think they ran the ball as much, because when the defensive line is selling, I try to stop the run. That's when Joe can go over the top and hit Chase over the middle and deep. Let's see here. Brad, couple more questions here, and I think I'll get on out of here. Brad, is Mixon's restructured contract have any bonuses in it for production? I don't know. I'd have to look that up. I don't know that off the top of my head. Maybe somebody knows in the comments and they can answer, Brad, because I am not sure. I'll try to look that up, and if I find something, I'll put it on Twitter and I'll let you guys know. So Corey Dillon's on Thursday. Mon is going to make his Strawberry Ice debut. Anyway, I got to meet Mon. What was that? It was a Ravens game. Actually, I got to meet him on the Bengals Army, Dustin's YouTube channel. So another good YouTube show you guys can go check out. Mon was on there. That's how I first got to talk to him. And then was it Thursday? And then Sunday I saw him tailgating. So Mon's a good dude, firefighter down in Florida. So I can't wait to have him. We'll have a fun football Friday show. There you go. Here's your answer. S01 Rainmaker says Mixon has $4 million in incentives. So there you go. I figured that would be. What, Aubrey? Where did you get Strawberry Ice from? Man, I still can't believe people don't know that story. All right. The story that I'll tell you again, how I got the name Strawberry Ice. I did not name myself that. That's a crazy name to name somebody. When I was getting into radio, I was interning at 100.9 The Wiz. It was in Swifty Commons Mall. I was interning on the morning show. Freddie Red was the DJ. He needed a sports guy. He asked me to do it. He didn't want to call it Sports with Jeff. He wanted to find something, so he called it Sports with Strawberry Ice. That was my little segment. Vanilla Ice was big back in the day. The white guy, the urban radio station. My face is red, so they called me Strawberry Ice. So that's how I got the nickname Strawberry Ice. Like I said, I didn't name myself that. So anyway, if you guys are ever wondering. Yeah, so you can call me, if you see me, call me Ice, Strawberry Ice. You can call me Jeff, Iceman, whatever. I answered all of them. Yeah, I know it is funny. It is a funny question. So you remember that show? Do you remember Freddie Red? Yeah. Before I was Chris and Fred and Freddie Red show, and I was on there. I was only on there for a summer. It was back in, like I said, 94. So that's how I got the name. I should do I should have a video out there show, and everybody can just hit play. And I explain how I got the name. All right, let's get to the Facebook groups that let me live stream. And as always, I appreciate every single one of them. They are Who Day Nation, Who Day Legion, Bearcat Ruckus, Radical Reds, the Ohio State Bucknuts, the Ice Bar. And then you can follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter X, and TikTok, and Threads. Twitter X handle is at Jeff A. Turnipole. TikTok is at Iceman90. The rest of them are all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. If you look up Sports with Strawberry Ice, you can find it. We'll be pulling a sign off later on. So if you miss anything from my boy Zim Huday and me, and you don't want to watch it, you listen to it for how long are we on? 44 minutes or longer. It'll be on Beanpod, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Please make sure you rate, like, and review. Leave a 5-star review and a comment so more Cincinnati fans can find me. YouTubers, we're at 2,388 subscribers. Again, I appreciate every single one of you guys. If you guys just tune in for the live stream, do me a favor, check out the channel. I've been putting up more videos, more shorts, posting different things on the channel as well. So just check it out there. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, and just anything that you guys want me to cover with the Bengals or the Reds or anything like that, or do a video on it or anything. Tweet me out, DM me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and you can also in the comments here and on the show. Other than that, you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to go watch some baseball playoffs, and I'm going to chill. I'll probably give my score predictions on Friday. Well, prediction is Bengals going to win. They have to win. This is another must win for our Cincinnati Bengals. And like I said, Jackpot Joey's back. That's the sports, baby. See ya!
In the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, day we ignite. And Cincinnati, we gon' rise. And in the jungle, we unite. And dripping orange and black and white. Day when we fight, live and die in these streets. Wake up the beast, every game day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle, dripping heat. Tigers strike the city streets. East side, stand up. West side, stand up. If you reppin', who they? Time to put your hands up. Bingo stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati jungle fitted. Blue day in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle dripping. Nasty, natty, yeah, we live it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feasting now. Fit the pounds, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes be tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Stripes, Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who got 'em?